you're playing for the IlliBuck, when you're playing for the IlliBuck, man, you got to pull out all the stops.
The stakes are high.
The stakes are awfully high. So if you're unfamiliar with the Ohio State-Illinois series, and Claire certainly is not one of those people, Claire well informed me of certain aspects of this series. It is the oldest running series, not Ohio State-Michigan, Ohio State-Illinois, going back to 1902. And the first game ended in a score of, take a guess, Claire.
2-3.
That's a really good guess. 0-0. The first game ended 0. No score after the first game. And so then they came back and played again the next year. The Buckeyes have won 69 against Illinois. The Illini 30. Claire and I discussed before we started recording that there have been some rough patches against Illinois for the Buckeyes over the past several decades. There was a time late in not Earl Bruce's tenure. It was all John Cooper. I'm thinking 1987. Boy, I used to have an encyclopedic rundown of these scores and so forth, and it's still close. A lot of it's still there. So Illinois beat the Buckeyes in 1987, and I believe they won 5 consecutive games. So right at the end of Earl Bruce's run and then John Cooper's first 4 years, Illinois, 5 consecutive wins. Then they may have lost a game. Then they rattled off a couple more wins. Then they went downhill, and the Buckeyes were really good in the late 90s and throttled them on a regular basis. Another key Illinois win was in the 2007 season, although Ohio State still weathered the loss to get to the BCS championship game. At that point in the season, just 2 games remaining, Illinois came into Columbus with, oh, my goodness, Juice Williams. I knew he had an odd name. It just popped back for me there. Juice Williams at quarterback for Illinois, and they went to the Rose Bowl as Ohio State went to the BCS championship game, and that was the game that sprung them to the Rose Bowl. Other than those couple stretches, Ohio State has pretty much dominated the series, but they play for the IlliBuck trophy. That is the IlliBuck trophy that I tried to show everyone there. It's a turtle of sorts, a wooden turtle, and I don't know if Ohio State players get educated on that this week or they go into the game having no clue of what that is, but they hoist it after the game.
Well, key one is respecting your opponent, and I'm sure the Ohio State coaches will have them aware of that. It being senior day, I'm sure there's no lack of motivation for these guys to go out and show off, and that's your last game in the horseshoe, even though they should have at least one more game ahead of them. We know at least 2 more games ahead of them. These seniors want to make a mark, whether it be Illinois or whether it be Michigan or Penn State. They want to leave their legacy, leave nothing on the field. The IlliBuck trophy, it really is a weird old rivalry. The original mascot was an actual turtle, and the fraternity that was supposed to be taking care of this turtle apparently accidentally killed this turtle. So then it went to the wooden turtle, and they actually, Ohio State students, if you guys have ever witnessed it, Ohio State students and Illinois students, at halftime, they pass it off to each other. It's got all of the years inscribed on it. So wooden turtle, definitely. The reason they picked a turtle for the trophy is because it was supposed to last a long time. Like, turtles live a long time, and they weren't successful with that.